the dudes she goes on dates with kind of gave me a little PTSD. Not even gonna hold you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this morning I'm gonna go for a walk and listen to an audiobook. I've been doing this thing where I will walk and listen to books. Not only is it like killing two birds with one stone, but I feel like I'm more immersed in the story. So I usually go on a walk for about like 30 minutes to an hour and just listen to the book I'm reading and get about like a third of the way done with most of them. I'm also gonna fill up some water, and this is an old tumbler that I got from Hershey Park, and it's so cute because it has all these little decal stickers on them from the park. We got this like, I want to say back in like 2023 when me and my husband went for his birthday. So I'm gonna take this with me because it actually keeps water cold, and it's a good weapon because it comes with like this lid that I can hold and swing around, you know, just in case. But I'm not gonna swing on anyone unprovoked, but just in case, I want them to see that I have this really sturdy and heavy water bottle that's, you know, very blunt. Also, I noticed that about a good chunk of new people have been discovering my channel, which is amazing, but about 89% of people that are watching are not subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe. It's a vibe over here. I see all of that and I see your comments, so definitely subscribe, comment, and make your presence known because I like to interact with people and talk. So yeah, do that. Let me fill this up with water and be on my way. Okay, I just got back from the store and I have everything prepped right now. This is the recipe I'm making tonight. It's basically beef and blue cheese paninis with spinach, and this is what it looks like. I got it from this Mediterranean book that I found at Barnes & Noble a while back. The book is getting really good. At first I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it or not. The first chapter really just delves into it, so I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be my cup of tea. But I held out, I stuck with it, and I kept reading, and I was just like, this is definitely different than what I'm used to, but it feels very familiar. It's basically about a woman named Aaliyah, and she's almost 30, she's 29, and right now she's just going through the motions of life and just wanting to be in a relationship, but also doesn't want to deal with the process of trying to find that relationship. Basically, the story picks up when she is kind of getting berated by her family members, more specifically her uncle, about her being single and being, you know, almost 30. The book basically goes through her journey dating online and just trying to find the right guy and having to go on all these different dates with all these guys who are, in my opinion, a hot mess. Like, I don't want to spoil the book or anything, but Lord, I'm just so glad I'm not single anymore. But even so, like, I can relate to what she went through because, you know, during college when I was single and, you know, just starting out in adulthood, I kind of went through that whole thing on dating apps and everything. So, like, some of the chapters and some of the dudes she goes on dates with kind of gave me a little PTSD. Not even gonna hold you. The main character is very likable. I like Aaliyah, the guy that she's talking to. I can't remember his name right now, which is weird. But, yeah, I can't remember his name, oh my god. But he has an interesting backstory as well. He's a bartender that works at the bar that she goes on the dates at, or frequents her dates at. And he's basically helping her out and just being a support and a good friend to her. Not gonna lie, I'm eating my words because in the beginning I was like, I don't know about this, but now I'm just like, you know, I can give this a chance. I like this.
And he didn't deserve for me to just, it's fine. When am I opened the door? Wow. Yeah. As I remember the dreadful feeling that opened. Yeah. I feel my phone. It is. I could feel him staring at my phone time. You always got something smart. He leaned across the table and touched my hand. Honestly, I think it's dope you care so much about that. I met the chef over at Cloverleaf. He continued to talk without my input. You know, as soon as you get in there, you want to make sure you're good. That way, Linux, the more I felt like my true state of being came to the forefront. Standing at the elevator, I didn't.
Okay, so I just woke up. I just realized that I forgot to record my reaction to finishing Curvy Girl Summer. I loved it. It was really good. I feel like the ending was a really, really good payoff. Like the last sentence in the end of it was just like, I was like, okay, yes, finally. But I just feel like it was so nicely wrapped up. And overall, my thoughts on the book was very uplifting, but very like, how should I say this? It wasn't, it didn't, it feel like it didn't take itself too seriously. The characters themselves talked about how therapy helped them with their grief and trauma and things like that. So I felt like it didn't feel preachy, but it was very much, you know, message in there. You can sense that. And I love Alan's writing. I really like that she weaved in the humor. Like she did really well weaving in some humor in there, some real life struggles as far as like getting to that age, especially for a woman, like single women who are in their late 20s or in their 30s or even after like later 30s, you know, who are still single. I'm sure a lot of women could relate to Aaliyah's character. I also love how Aaliyah herself, who's the main female character, she's very confident. Like she knows what she wants, but in the same breath, she knows that she has to act a certain way or do things to get things that she feels like she's supposed to have. Especially, I'm not going to get into spoilers, but like certain family members of hers, like her uncle, her mom, her dad, just some of their comments make her feel like she's not where she needs to be in life. She has confidence within herself. Like she knows, she's beautiful. She knows she's worthy. She's not going to settle for anything less than, you know, her standard. And I love that that character is like that. Like I'm glad that she was written as someone who was confident. Loved her character arc, as well as Ahmad. He was definitely not just the typical hot bartender main love interest. Like he had some depth into him. He had layers, and the twist behind his backstory really threw me through a loop. Like I was like, oh, this poor little baby. And then the more it kept going into like towards the end, like towards the later chapters, and just the way he showed how much he cared for her and his love for her, I was just like, someone needs to put this man in a bubble and protect him. Overall, it was a really, really good book, and I enjoyed it. It's definitely very spicy, so if you're someone that's very uncomfortable by that, you might not mesh well with it, but I feel like the spice was very tame compared to like some books I've heard people read. So that was my review on Curvy Girl Summer. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please be sure to like and subscribe and comment down below if you read the book yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.